We have a really big problem, guys. Really, really big problem. And that is that furry is kind of finding its way in our daily lives. We can see it everywhere that furry is kind of becoming no longer the little niche thing that it once was, and now it's becoming something bigger. It's finding its way into the mainstream. Whoever thought that we would be the popular ones? Right? What is up, everyone? Jay Cheetah here, and today we're going to be looking at something that has infiltrated the mainstream. We now have another product that furry has definitely infiltrated, and this one's pretty interesting, I gotta say. That the first time I saw this at my local supermarket, I was kind of like, what is this? So here we are. Today we are going to take a look at a breakfast cereal. Yes, a breakfast cereal that definitely has the furry vibe. So what we have here is we have a cereal that is simply labeled as Snoop cereal. And in case you're wondering, this cereal actually has some background with the dog himself, Snoop Dogg. I know, right? So this cereal is kind of a newer brand, and it is produced by Brodus Foods. And initially, when you take a look at it, it's like one of those cartoony kid cereals. However, worth noting, characters and mascots on these different varieties are like really furry. This really made me do a double take the first time I saw it, because like you can't look at this and say that this is not furry. Like, this is very furry to me. And of course, having anthro characters as your cereal's mascot is nothing new, but these guys are a little bit different, I feel like. But regardless if you want to call the characters on these cereals furry or not, one thing that we're wondering is the Snoop cereal actually pretty good? Or is it just going to be kind of bland nothingness and really there's no reason you want to buy it? So today, we're going to go on a little taste test journey, and we're going to be trying 3 of the different types of Snoop cereal and rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being just bland, awful, 5 being like, okay, this is like really good, god tier cereal. And we're gonna see if it's worth picking up. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. That's what we're here to find out. So with that said, let's go. So the first cereal we're gonna try is this Cinnamon Toasties. Cinnamon Toasties has this kind of cute, like Labrador sort of looking character on the front. Seems to be wearing like a basketball jersey or something. And apparently, according to the back here, it says this character's name is Max. Alright, Max. You cool, Max. Alright. We're gonna take a look at this. Right off the bat, it kind of looks like it's supposed to be almost like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch sort of dealio. I mean, it's literally called Cinnamon Toasties, so I'm assuming it's gonna be similar. I don't know if it's gonna be like a direct copy, a knockoff bootleg, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see how it is. Note, yes, I will be eating this in fursuit. That makes all the fun and all the more challenge, right? So how this is gonna work? I'm gonna try a couple pieces first by its own without any milk, just to see how it is as just a dry cereal, because I know some people don't eat cereal with their milk. They have it more like a snack kind of dessert thing, so we'll give that a shot. Then I'll try it with a little bit of milk, and we'll see how it is, and I'll give it a rating. Let's go. Got a numero uno. Here we go. Okay. Very sweet. Definitely get the cinnamon toast vibes from that for sure. In terms of if it's actually similar to the brand, like the name brand Cinnamon Toast Crunch, definitely. The shapes are a little bit, like, ever so slightly different, but flavor-wise, like, it's basically the same cereal. I approve though, really good. definitely has a lot of good flavor. I mean, it's definitely not going to be the healthiest thing in the world because, I mean, let's face it, it's a kid's sugary cereal, right? So you're not going for health when you eat this thing. All right, step 2. Trying it with a little bit of milk. Let's see how it is. All right, we got our milk. Got a little bit of cereal. Let's try it. Here we go. All right. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I gotta say, that's actually really good. Very sweet with the milk. It kind of just like turns the milk into that like cinnamon kind of milk that's really good. Almost reminds me of like horchata or something. But yeah, I actually think I prefer it with the milk over the dry. I mean, I'm always usually someone that eats cereal with milk. I'm not really much of a dry cereal eater, but that's pretty good. I actually really like that a lot. So on the scale of 1 to 5, I'd say I'd put this Cinnamon Toasties cereal with our boy Max right here. I'd say I'd put it at a solid 4. To me, that seems like a pretty fair rating. 4. I'd go with that. Onward to our next cereal. This time, we're going to be trying this guy right here. We got our Frosted Drizzlers. Oh yeah, here we go. We got this polar bear character right here. According to this box, his name is literally Mr. Polar Bear. All right, well, Mr. Polar Bear is very self-explanatory there. So yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. This one looks basically almost like a copy of Frosted Mini Wheats. So if it's anything like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch kind of copy was, then maybe it'll taste just like Frosted Mini Wheats. You know, we'll see. Whew, these pieces are much bigger than the the Cinnamon Toasties. These are beefy boys right here. Much thicker, much bigger. So we'll see. Just as before, first we'll do the taste test with the cereal in its dry form. Then we'll try it with the milk. So here we go with the dry one. I'm just going to use my hands for this one because it's kind of a big piece. Okay. Alright, so the thing with this one, at least in its dry form, is that it's just very dry. It's very fibery, just kind of dry. Like, it's sweet, not overly sweet, but yeah, just the dryness kind of gets to me a little bit. Like, the flavor is good, but just it's by itself, like without any sort of liquid, milk, it's just too much. It's just a little too dry for me. I wouldn't really want to eat this one just by itself like that as like a snack. It's not, yeah, doesn't really work for me. That said, let's try it with the milk, see if that improves it, makes it a little better, okay? Alright, take 2 with the Frosted Drizzlers. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, I gotta say, the milk made it like 10, 20, 50,000 times better, like by a huge margin. I feel like it actually got like an even better sweetness when you combine the milk with it. It no longer has that weird dry, kind of flaky, fibery feel to it. Like, it's actually really good. I really like this one a lot. This could be a potentially dangerous one. I gotta watch out for this one for sure. We'll see. So on our scale, our wonderful cereal scale of 1 to 5, I gotta give it to this one. This one gets a 5. This one absolutely gets a 5 from me. I really enjoy this one a lot. Honestly, I think you guys will too. Like, this is good. This is real good. So far, our polar bear boy is in the lead. Is it gonna stay that way? We'll see. We got one more cereal to check out. So let's go for it. Alright, here we are. Our last cereal. This time, we have this little blue character here. I'm actually not sure if he's a dog or a jackal, kangaroo. Like, I'm really not actually sure what that is. But regardless, this is Captain Ace, apparently. And this cereal right here. They're called Fruity Hoops. Yeah. So, obviously, I guess they're a copy of Fruit Loops. I mean, you know, Fruity Hoops, Fruit Loops, kind of same deal. And it says here it is a fruit cereal with marshmallows. So yes, very much Fruit Loop cereal. We're gonna give it a shot and see. We're gonna see if this one is gonna be victorious over our Frosted Drizzlers, or is it gonna be on par with Cinnamon Toasties, or is it gonna be somewhere else? So with that said, we're gonna check out number 3 of our Snoop cereal with our Fruity Hoops. Let's go. There's quite the sweet, fruity, sugary smell that as soon as you open it, it's just like, wow, that's that's intense. There we go. Oh my god. All right. Test number 1 of the dry cereal first. Then we'll go on to the cereal with the milk. Oh my god. Okay, that's very sweet. That's like a whole new level of sweet. Woo! Dang, how much sugar's in that? This is definitely the sweetest of all of them. That's like, that's almost like a mouthful of sugar right there. Like, I get that there's also, like, you know, some fruit flavor in there, but honestly on that one it's just mostly I'm getting sugar. Just sugar. And just a lot of it. I think it's a little, almost too overwhelmingly sweet by itself like that. That's like something you'd want to put on like an ice cream dessert almost. Maybe, actually, yeah, like crumble it up, put it as like a topping. That might actually be pretty good. But that said, let's give it a shot with the milk. See how that is. See if that maybe mellows out some of that sugariness a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Milk time. Alright, is the milk gonna save this cereal from being an absolute sugar overload? Let's find out. We're in this together. Okay. So, I think the milk does kind of help it a little bit. It helps it not to be as sweet. Like, it kind of adds like just something else so you're not just getting just a big like bam, you know, of sweetness. But that said, it's still like really, really, really sweet. For being a breakfast cereal, I know that there's gonna be a lot of like really intensely sweet breakfast cereals. This is just like this is like a whole nother level, honestly. Honestly, it's still just a little too sweet for me. I think in terms of its sugar content compared to the others, it's gotta be more. If there's no way, like this cereal is 38% sugar. Yeah, compared to the Frosted Drizzlers, which were 24%, and our Cinnamon Toasties, which are 27%. So basically, the Fruity Hoops have about a 10% higher sugar content than our other two varieties. So, no wonder. You know, I'd say the redeeming quality for this one would be, I could see it being like an ice cream topping if it's crumbled up, like a dessert thing, right? Like, then the sugariness really works with it. But as itself as a breakfast cereal, it's a little too much. I really would not want to give this to someone eating it as a breakfast. Like, can you imagine the parents giving this to their kids, and the kids are basically being like, "Oh boy, guess what? I got candy for breakfast! Yay!" Yeah, no, I cannot deal with that. I cannot. So on the scale of 1 to 5 with this one, I'm gonna give this one like a 1.5 because it's not like completely inedible. I'll eat it, but just overwhelming. A little overwhelming. So it's not as low as a 1, so I give it just a little touch over 1 with the 0.5, but that's all I'm willing to give it. And there you have it. We did it, guys. We tried the furriest of furry cereals. And the final verdict is, you know, they're not bad. We kind of had a little bit across the board there. But in terms of, you know, just a breakfast cereal, whether it be like a sweet kid cereal, you know, it's pretty good. I'd say if you want to pick some of these up for the novelty of it being, you know, literally furry characters on a cereal box that are a little more than just our usual mascots we actually see on, you know, the main brand cereals, I'd say go for it. You know, it's definitely worth a shot. That said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for joining me on our little journey through sugary sweet things. Yeah, we'll have to see what else furry decides to infiltrate in our mainstream world that we live in. Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date with all my future videos. And until next time, I'm Jay Cheetah. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.